This is Andrea, and today I'm going to show you how to use Goformative to easily create formative assessments for your students. This is a free online tool. First, you will need to go to the Goformative website. It is www.goformative.com. Once you're there, you will see this screen, and you will need to hit Sign Up. At this point, you need to click that you are a teacher, and I would suggest you use Sign Up with Google. It makes it a whole lot easier to remember your passwords, and you're automatically registered without going through all of the other information. After you have registered, you will be taken to your home page. This is a page that shows all of your assignments that you have created, your profile that you can add and change things to, and your classes. There are lots of ways to add a class. I have my kindergarten class for next year here, and I also have demo. In order to create a new one, I'm just going to click Create New, and I might say that this is Demo 2. Now that I have my demo class in, I can click on that demo. It says how to enroll your students, and there's lots of different ways to enroll your students. If our students have their Google accounts, they can just put that information in and it automatically signs them up. You can also send the information directly to Goformative, and they will take care of putting them in for you. So now I want to go back to my dashboard, and I want to click a new assignment. And this time I am going to assess my students on 10 frames. At the top up here, you can see that this is my build. I'm in the build section. You can also go to preview and then live results once your students have taken your test. So we're going to build our assignment first. I'm going to hit add question. And the first one I'm going to do is a multiple choice. So it automatically pops up as a multiple choice. What does the number 6 look like on a 10 frame? Once I have my question typed, I'm going to come down here and change my answers. So my first answer is going to be 5 on top and 3 on the bottom, 4 on top and 2 on the bottom, or 5 on top and 1 on the bottom. Now, I don't want to give any more choices than that, so I'm going to click the trash button for level D, and I'm going to click the correct answer. So the correct answer is 5 on top and 1 on the bottom. Now I'm ready to add another question. This time I'm going to do a show your work. So I'm going to click show your work, and I'm going to add a background to their questions. I'm going to click add background. And if you forget to do that and you still want to add a background, you can always click right there. So what I'm going to do is click here again, and I'm going to go to my desktop, and I am going to find my 2 pictures that I just saved. So I'm going to come to my desktop and find the 2 10 frames here that I just saved, and I'm going to use this blank one for this question. So I'm going to click open, and it's going to put that picture inside their workspace. So for my question, I am going to say represent the number 8 on the 10 frame below. So when the students get this question, they can actually draw with their pen their 8 circles inside their 10 frame. So now I'm ready for the next question. So I'm going to scroll down. It gives them lots of room there to add extra text if you need to. And on this one, I'm going to do a multiple choice question, but before I do that, I'm going to add some content. And the content I'm going to add is an image. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to go back and find my 10 frame that had the dots. I'm going to hit open on that one. So now I have this image, and I'm just going to say it's a 10 frame example. And I'm going to add a question now. And on this one, I think I will, instead of doing a multiple choice, I will do a short answer. So I'm going to ask what number is represented in the 10 frame above? And so the students are going to answer that question. So I have to put in some of the correct answers. So one of the correct answers might be 9, or they might write out the word 9. So I'm going to hit add another correct answer. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to add a couple more versions that my students could do. And that way I know that they have the right answer and I don't have to go back and double check that. So I'm ready to move on down. They also give you an option for a help text if you want to give them kind of a clue. You can also add a YouTube video. You can do a view only canvas where you have a blank page and you can draw on it, or a text block. So there's lots of things that you can add. You can also ask true and false questions, or when we did the show your work and short answer examples. So I am going to say I'm finished with this assessment, and I am going to go back up to the top up here, and I'm going to click preview. So this is what my test is going to look like for my students. I'm ready to assign. So I'm going to click assign. And I am going to give this to my demo class 2. They're going to log in using this code right here. So there it says enter this code at goformative.com/join. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to click this so you can go to the actual join page. This is where the students will go. I'm going to put in my code and hit go. And here is my question. And so I have, what does the number 6 look like? I'm going to put 5 on top and 1 on the bottom. I'm going to draw my 8 circles. Mine aren't going to be very good with my touch screen. And then I'm going to move on down, and I'm going to answer the question 9. And I'm going to hit submit. It says your work has been submitted. Now that we have given the assessment to our students, we're ready to view the live results. And because these results are live, you can actually see what the kids are doing at the time. Now I have already finished the assessment, so my assessment is going to be right here. So this would be my student, which is myself, and this was question 1. I can change my view by going to a summary, and when I see the summary, you notice that I have 2 green boxes. That means that this student got these 2 correct. There is no box for this one because that was just a picture that I had given the students to answer a question with. But on the second one was the drawing. They had to draw the 10 frame with the dots that represented the number 8. So on this one, what we can do is we can click on this and we can give our students a score. So they did do it correctly. They have 8, they have the 5 on top and 3 on the bottom. So I'm going to give them a 10 for that score. So now when I go back to my summary, you will notice that is now green. So you do have to individually grade the drawings, but they are very easy to do. As you can see, the Goformative website is very easy to use for both the teacher and the student. We only did the very basics today, but there are also many other things that you can do with this program, including downloading your own PDF to make it a little bit easier instead of starting from scratch. I'm sure that you will find lots of ways to use Goformative in your classroom.